everybody, welcome back to the channel. Guitars and music and all that good stuff. You know what? I had a subscriber ask a really good question about scalloped fretboards, in particular the Yngwie Malmsteen Fender Stratocaster, which I happen to have one here today. I love this thing. Now, I'm not going to get into what kind of woods and everything the guitar is made of, because you can look at those specs online at Fender, although there's a link in the video description for more information and where you can get it. You can get it off Amazon if you want. I'm going to show you what a scalloped fretboard is. I bought this guitar because Yngwie Malmsteen is one of my favorite guitar players, and I love Fender, and I always wanted to try one out, but they don't have these guitars in stores really. So I ordered it sight unseen without trying it. So I've been told and I've read you either love it or you hate it. Well, when I unboxed it, I absolutely loved it. All right, it's got the YJM pickups made by DiMarzio. They're called Fury pickups. The guitar sounds awesome, but I wanted to focus on the scalloped fretboard and what that is. Here is a standard guitar that you're used to seeing. You've got the fretboard, which is flat, the wood, right? And you've got the strings resting on top. When you fret your guitar, for those of you who are new to guitar playing, you're going to press down on here and pluck the string, giving you the sound, right? So what I wanted to show you here is you're going to press between the frets. The frets are the metal lines. For those of you who are new, you're going to finger, 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 finger as you play. So you're going to press down on the string and you're going to feel the wood underneath the string, okay? That's your standard guitar. All right, here's the Yngwie Malmsteen scalloped fretboard. You see how the fretboard is not a straight piece of wood all the way across? It's scalloped out, all right? Carved out, if you will, routed out, scooped out. Oh, look, you're pressing on the string. You're not touching any wood. There's no wood underneath the string. Some people hate this. I love it. I mean, it feels unnatural because it's like you're walking on a tightrope, right? It feels weird because you're used to pressing on wood, and there's no wood there. If you press a little too hard on a regular fretboard, you're going to go out of tune just a little bit, but you have to press really hard for that. On this, since there's no wood underneath my finger, I can keep pushing down and down and down and down. It's going to go out of tune. It's going to go sharp because you start doing these complex chord patterns everywhere. You have to make sure you have the exact amount of pressure on each finger, because if just one finger is pressing down a little harder than the next, that string's going to go sharp and it's going to sound like the guitar is out of tune. This guitar is meant to be played with a very light feather touch, like Yngwie, speed players, legato, fast picking, metal. If you're an aggressive player and you press down on the strings really hard, it's going to go out of tune. All right, so if I press on a note, I'm going to press down harder. I'm going to press down harder. Press down harder. So see, by pressing down all the way to the wood, to the bottom of that scoop, okay, now you do a chord, watch what happens. A little out of tune because each finger I've got a different amount of pressure on. If I put even more pressure on the fingers, listen to it now. More in tune. Less in tune because I'm putting different pressure on each finger. You're not going to have that problem with a standard fretboard that's flat because your fingers are going to stop at the wood. There's no wood here to press on, so that's a problem. The high E string, you have a tendency to slip off the fretboard because there's no fretboard and you go off the frets. That's a complaint about this guitar. You're playing, you know, and you're off the fretboard. There's not much. So you have to be aware of that. But one thing this guitar is really good at is bends, because there's no wood underneath. You can really dig in and get those nice harmonics, artificial harmonics, and you can bend. See, I went off the fretboard. You can really bend up high. All right, so you can really get in there and bend high because there's no wood preventing you. You can just scoop up in there. It's really, really great to play on. If you're a fast player, this is a great guitar, but remember, you've got to play really light because there's no wood underneath you stopping the strings from going sharp. You will get used to it in a matter of minutes, or for me, half an hour. And then at first I thought, sounds so bad, but you just have to learn to put the same pressure on all your fingers. Okay, and it sounds fine. But in a live situation where you're getting into the music and you're feeling it, and then it's like, that's not good. Constantly remember to have the same light touch on all the strings. Subscribe, give the video a like or a dislike, what do I care? Show some kind of love for it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you have one of these guitars, if you play on it all the time, or just play on it on your own in your own free time, or if you gig with it. Because like I said, you start to get a little crazy and a little excited, you're going to go out of tune. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Dude, you know, on YouTube, you were telling Luke about watching YouTube. You got all these guys that are like this, dude. Right? Not me. I'm like, what? Right? I'm like, Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little lamb.